Mammootty sir is like watching me, and he is distracted with my dance. He's like, slowly falling in love. Like after I had like multiple rejections with my studies, I turned to dance to get some peace of mind and happiness. I am a big introvert. I don't open up to people. Right now I'm in a streak of watching all Basil Joseph's movies. When a man tries to, wants to get converted to a woman or vice versa, you never know what the feeling. Everyone you see on Instagram is a model or some kind of actor. I should have born in, I think, 80s or 90s. I loved that movie so much that I just wanted to move to Kerala and find somebody like Niven Pauly to marry and settle down. In between, I forgot what my line was, and like Mammootty sir is saying my line, and I was pretty surprised. I mean.
Sushmitha, you born in Chennai, brought up in Udupi as a Mangalorean girl, and now settled in Bangalore, engineer by profession, dancer by passion. These different diverse backgrounds, how this diverse background mold you as a human as well as an artist?
So I think. So I would not take any, I wouldn't take this as a praise, because when you don't know what you have to do in life, when you don't know your passion, you have to involve yourself into some of the other things to find what suits your life the best. I think in search of that, in fact, before joining engineering, I tried to get into medicine. I couldn't because my marks was not enough. And I got engineering, and after that I tried doing something in dance I started practicing more, I started learning more, and to see if I can do something in that. And after that, I think through dance only the opportunity to act in movies, etc. stemmed up. So yeah, I think you have to involve yourself in like multiple things to know where you fit in, and this happened like that.
So, I mean, these different cultures influenced you in any way, any manner? I mean, Tamil, Kannada?
Yeah, because language-wise, I could see like a lot of movies. Growing up, I used to watch only Kannada movies, and then slowly I started getting into Tamil movies, because Tamil was not the spoken language in our house. When I was growing up, seeing my mother watch all these movies, even I started watching those movies. I learned the language, and I think that plays a big role. Like culture-wise, if you are involved in multiple cultures, or if you are open to experience different cultures, it will teach you something that is not there in your culture. And then when you meet people around, you'll be able to relate yourself to, okay, yeah, I mean, he does that. Okay, I've grown up in a household who does that. And like, it's a nice confluence of things when you grow up in different cultures.
What is dance for Sushmitha?
So to be very honest, as a kid, when I joined class, I used to always fight with my mother that no, I don't want to go to class. I don't want to, I don't want to dance and all that. But then when I was growing up, like after I had like multiple rejections with my studies, like in different colleges, I wanted to. I turned to dance to get some peace of mind and happiness, and hence, like now it has changed my life completely. It's a pretty big part in my life. And
when you actually realized dance is that's in my blood?
No, probably not. I wouldn't call myself like the best dancer or anything.
Yeah, but
yeah, it definitely helped me. Like the minute you start doing it, like I forget like all the worries of my life, and then involve myself into the dance and the emotion that it is taking me through, and that way that 1 hour or something gets transported to some other world, and you're there focused, and come back to your life. That gives a little bit of happiness and distraction from your life. That's what I was looking for initially, and then through that I got a chance to see if I can act. And yeah.
Any point of life you have that conflict between choosing between a corporate job and art, or how you balance between your work life and art career?
It's a pretty good question, which I always ask myself, because this career, art-wise, you might not have the job stability like you do with corporate, and you might not have the steady income that you expect out of the corporate job. So when you're dependent on a steady income, quitting that and completely moving here, I don't know, I still haven't got that courage to do that. But yeah, I mean, until I find something stable in this field, I think I might continue trying to balance both. When you asked me how I'll be balancing, I think I'll be taking leaves whenever I have shoots, and I used to schedule my shoots mostly on weekends so that I get some time off work. Yeah, so like that I used to balance.
Even though you did only a few films, you were part of the popular culture of Canada. I mean, yesterday when I checked into my hotel room, my manager, I'm holding this light stands, tripods and all. He asked why you came here. I said I came Bangalore for an interview shoot. So he asked who is your guest. I said your name. Oh, that Bangalorean guy. Suddenly he identified. And then even I posted a reel of you in Instagram. Then in the comment section I can see a lot of people. I'm a great fan of her from the Kavyanjali days. So I think Kavyanjali was a popular television series. So tell something about, I think it's in 2020-22 time.
Yeah, during COVID is when.
Yeah. So just recollect your experience with the mini screen.
Okay. So it was during COVID, and I think that was my first break into being a lead and like facing camera and like doing multiple dialogues and all that. I still remember the audition. It was extremely funny because they asked me to send an audition. I didn't know how to audition. I opened my laptop, I wrote the lines, I kept my phone camera, selfie camera in front of the laptop, and I switched on recording, and I'm just like reading the lines. I read the lines and just sent it to them. And I think later on they told me that everybody started laughing seeing that video. And then they sent somebody to, tell me how to shoot a video. It should be a certain angle. You have to capture you in a full frame. And it shouldn't be vertical, it should be horizontal. So all those things they told me and asked me to reshoot a video and then send. I did that, and I'm not sure what they liked in it, and they picked me as the lead. So Kavyanjali was a TV soap in Kannada, and it has Kavya and Anjali, two best friends. And
you played Anjali?
Yeah, I played Anjali, and yeah, it was a fun experience because I got to learn a lot of camera basics, and how I should move, how I should turn, what should be the speed of my dialogue delivery and all that. Yeah, that way it was a big, I think it was a lot of practice into actually coming into the movies.
Do you find any differences between, I mean, in the mini screen and the big screen, the acting practices, and is a major difference you feel?
Yeah, a lot, because so initially as a dancer you tend to exaggerate all your expressions. I used to do a lot of acting, like overacting a lot. And I think after the audition, even the people, the TV soap people, they gave me a workshop to reduce my the level of expressions that I used to give. And they said like so much is not needed, like it should be very subtle. And but when I started doing the movies, it was reduced even further down, because compared to serial movies, like extremely subtle and slow. But that way I like doing too much, so that when they say you can reduce it, but if you are not doing anything at all, it is hard to add up. So yeah, I think I've been somehow leaving a little bit of overacting part. Yeah.
Okay. We already talked about the steady income and all. So are you still a struggling artist in that sense?
Of course. I mean, right now, I think with the advent of Instagram and all that, everyone you see on Instagram is a model or some kind of actor, you know, and it's extremely hard to compete with such a big mass of people.
Exposure is high, but the competition is also high.
Yeah, extremely, extremely high. I should have born in, I think, 80s or 90s. Right now, it's too big a struggle. Yes.
So when you talked about Instagram, tell about your association with your photographer friend Biplab.
Oh, yeah.
So much of photographs and reels you did together, and eventually it given you the chance to Dominic as well. So tell about your association with Biplab.
Okay. So I think I replied to Biplab's message almost 1 year later. He had reached out to me to click some photos, and that time he was doing a lot of like I think outdoor landscape portraits, and he was also starting to capture many women in saris and all. So Biplab messaged me. I think 1 year later I replied to him saying like I'd be happy to do a shoot with you, and we did one shoot which was sort of retro, not too retro, but then around 90s, and I think it was in and around this area only. So it was the pink flower season. So Bangalore completely transforms pink during May, I think May, June time. We started doing that, and he uploaded my reel and photos and all that, and it gained a lot of response, like got a lot of views, messages, comments and all. And then we were like, okay, let's try something else, so like that we have tried so many things, walked around so many places in Bangalore that we have lost count. So I think he put me on the map somewhere with Insta, because I was not a person who would post regularly. I had bare minimum photos, and I think even after working with Biplab, I used to never post my photos. It used to always be on Biplab's page, and somehow after seeing all the views, you get motivated to, you know, start doing more. And yeah, and hence like here I am.
Yeah, I mean, just tell about the Samira Sanish story too.
Oh yeah, of course. So it was because of all these pictures and saris, and later on me and Biplab started associating with the brands, the homegrown brands, women entrepreneurs who wants to use a platform to, you know, sell their product, costumes and all. And we sort of thought, okay, anyway we're doing this, let us just, you know, help out all the people who are working from home and trying to sell their product. And while doing that, I think even Samira Sanish is a designer, big designer in Malayalam industry, and she told me that she used to follow my work, and she recommended my profile to Mammootty company, and and then I went through the auditions and got selected. So yeah, it's like the entire universe of people's help.
So how do you look Instagram and other social media application to express yourself or to exhibit your art works and all?
So Instagram is my main place where I post, and I am a big introvert. I don't open up to people. I don't like posting as much, but then I'm forced to post because that's how you get the views. That's how people see, and yeah. But yeah, if you ask me, I would like to be alone in my shell and not come out at all. Yeah, I mainly Instagram. I used to post Instagram or now Threads, and Facebook account I don't have. Twitter once in a while, only for promoting movies and stuff. But yeah, that's it.
You started your career in film as a background dancer in the
Yeah.
Telugu movie Natyam. Did a few films in Kannada. You're waiting for your Tamil movies release, and suddenly become the hero of Mammootty.
Yeah.
That too, Gautam Vasudev Menon's first film in Malayalam. Tell about your journey as an actress from the background dancer to the heroine of Mammootty.
So Natyam was my first movie. From my dance class, we were all asked to go be a part of this movie and like help them out with any sort of choreography or like the background, whatever was needed. And when I reached there, the director offered me a small role to do, but then none of it came in the movie. But then he created a parallel love story sort of thing for me, and we tried shooting that. And that experience was like good because you're not serious as an artist. You're not like a lead, playing a lead or anything. Like we used to have a lot of fun in the set. Me and my fellow dancer friends, we used to sit there and like full day long, we used to just have fun. So from there, if you ask me, the next thing that happened was only because, okay, anyway, I have some free time in COVID. I'm not doing anything. Let me try my hand at this. And after the TV soap, like even the first movie in Kannada was also like, okay, let me try and see if I can do it. It was more like that, and never in my wildest dreams I thought I would be part of something like this. And I think I don't know what to call it, like God's grace or extreme luck or some sort of good karma. It all happened so fast. Even if I have to sit and think about it, like, oh my God, I finished a movie. I worked with two legends of the cinema. It's no joke. And even today, I have to pinch myself to see if I'm like dreaming or if it actually happened.
After the release of the movie Dominic, everyone talks about that dance reel and the climax dance fusion. Even Mammootty company has recently released that dance song. So you're getting so much of response. And the other thing I noticed is you go to the social media and see all the comments, read all the comments, and you reply to each and every comments. Tell about that dance weekends, because this is very important scene in the movie, and lots of expression in a very few seconds. Tell about that, how being a dancer helped you, and the practice and the outcome, all just.
Yeah. So about the comments, you're right, because I like reading comments in anything, like even the YouTube page and all. The comment section will be extremely funny. So I like having fun with them. Like if they are saying something, even I'll add to it and like make it even funnier. But dance, if you ask me, I have been learning from my guru Sushmitha Nair, who's also a Malayali, and she teaches. The way she expresses is something that I'm like till today I'm awestruck. When I see her dancing, like I absolutely want to be like her. And so the prep work that she had done, like when I was learning from her is the reason why I could do something in this dance. And when I told her that Brinda ma'am is choreographing this, she was extremely happy, and she was like, I want to watch like how you guys are practicing, how the outcome is, and all that. And on the day when I heard that we don't have much time to practice, we have like 1 day for us to completely finish the dance sequence, and we'll be shooting the right next day. I was extremely panicked. Ma'am, she and her team of dancers came in, and like all of them are extremely they are pros in dance, and I tried my best to be in sync with all of them. And we did from morning till evening. We practiced the whole sequence. We forgot what pain was, and we pushed through everything, and we practiced. And I think on that day, she had given clear instructions, like the song will be split in half. Like the first half you should fully do, the second half you should fully do after lunch break or so. And so every time she used to say start, we danced like complete first half like at a stretch without taking any breaks. And they used to take whatever cuts and shots that they needed. And yeah, that way for like 2 whole days we have danced non-stop. And she used to give instructions where I should smile or how I should express, etc., like behind the camera. And I used to try to do as she told. And when I saw it first time, I was also pretty surprised. Even the climax scene of how they have mixed the dance and the fight and everything, I was extremely surprised, and I was pretty happy to see the output.
So in that dance, so many expressions are there. What is Gautam Menon's brief to that particular scene? Anything?
They wanted me to be Gautam sir's heroines are extremely feminine. That the kind of vibe that they give, it feels like if you're a girl watching, you would want to be that girl, So that's the brief even I got. Like you have to be like extremely feminine with your movements, and because on the other side, Mammootty sir is like watching me, and he is distracted with my dance. He's like slowly falling in love, and he's not like, what is happening to me?
There were lots of hero-centric movies, heroine-centric movies. Last few years we have seen lots of LGBTQ plus communities representation in movies, both positive and negative, but more movies with more of a stereotypical or negative portrayal. A LGBTQ plus community person is either a criminal or a reason for crime, is the way most of the movies treat them. A very few movies exception is there, but what's your take on that? It's only increases the already existing prejudices or negativity about that particular community in that way, because movie is a very popular.
Yeah, this is an extremely controversial question. So what do I think about? So when a man tries to, wants to get converted to a woman or vice versa, you never know what they will be thinking, how they would be feeling about their gender. And I think till date, so it's extremely hard for me to try and understand. Like even with this movie, when it got assigned to me, I used to think a lot, like how would they be feeling about a change of gender, which is a big deal to completely change your personality and your human form. And I think till date I haven't got I haven't got an answer that I was looking for, because until and unless you are in that position, you will never know how the other person will be feeling about there.
I mean, in dance also there is Arthanari.
Adhana, yeah. So even in dance, if you see the references to Ardhanarishwara and all that, and Brihanale, where Arjuna has, where he could transform himself into a girl in Mahabharata, there are a lot of references to the change in gender, and portraying them as something in the movie, I think it is best left to the writer, like how he wants a certain story to come out. The suspicion and the thriller in the end is all left to the writer. So I wouldn't be able to like sit and comment, okay, you're showing them only as the bad guys. There are instances where they are shown as like, this is circumstantial, I had to change. So yeah, that way it's a pretty difficult topic to actually voice out an opinion.
Have you seen Mammootty Company's Kaathal the Core?
Yeah.
So I think that movie made so much impact. Like if someone, a newcomer or a comparatively less experienced hero doing that role, and some superstar like Mammootty doing the kind of impact it makes on society.
Correct.
Because it's great. It's very
huge.
Huge.
Yeah. And to be fearless to take up a role like that is scary, because after a certain experience you would worry about your image, right? What would people think about me if I do something like this? But for you not to judge a character and just do what the writer has written makes it even more, gives you immense respect for the actor.
So your mother tongue is Tamil, and you were brought up in Mangalore. You used to watch lots of Tamil and Kannada movies. Have you seen any Malayalam movies before, Dominic, or you started watching more movies in Malayalam right now?
Mammootty sir has had a winning streak till now. The Kannur Squad and all the movies that came in, Manjumal Boys and all that. I think right now Malayalam industry is like leading with the kind of stories that they are producing. But even before, like I think my earliest memory of watching a Malayalam movie was Premam. I loved that movie so much that I just wanted to move to Kerala and find somebody like Niven Polly to marry and settle down. So
I think you're a huge fan of Sai Pallavi as well.
Oh yes, I am. And so my mother is actually, she's partly from Palakkad.
Yeah.
So we used to visit Kerala a lot for a religious trip to temples and all. So that way there's a huge liking towards the state, and the movies, how they portray women and the kind of raw, it is extremely raw as it is that is happening in the life is shown there, that I highly appreciate. Premam was first, and then Kumbalangi Nights and Mahesh Inte Pratikaram and Nyan Prakashan. Like I think I used to watch a lot of Fahad sir's movies, and right now I'm in a streak of watching all Basil Joseph's movies because they're all extremely quirky, funny and entertaining.
Okay, so there are so many dancers and actresses or actors. Your co-star Vineet Radhakrishnan is Shobana Mamisel. So who inspired you most as a dancer or an actress?
So Shobana ma'am only. I was watching her shows, and her dance class was, I think, close to my grandmother's house back in Chennai when she was teaching. A lot of impact from how she dances has been into my art form as well. And Mani Chitratalu was the movie that was completely, I was taken aback by the kind of acting that she did. And growing up, even Vineet sir also, my mother is a huge fan of Vineet sir. So when she saw us giving an interview, she thought me and Vineet sir are dancing in the movie, and she was completely excited about it. Yeah, so watching, I think, Talapati and all the movies where she's portrayed as a beautiful dancer, as an artist, etc., has completely shaped me into, if I think about, like, acting in a movie, I try to copy her a lot, in how she sees, how she expresses, how she dresses up. So everything, I just completely copy her.
The one thing I noticed about both these artists, I mean, Vinny started his career as a teenager, even Shobana. So they work with almost all famous directors, both in Tamil and Malayalam. But still, their first priority was dance. They're very selective at taking roles, even if they have a huge demand in movies. But they always give importance to their passion for dance.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, when I was talking to him also, there was a question that came in, do you prefer acting or dancing? He gave a very diplomatic reply to that. But if I was asked the same question, I think I would say the acting stemmed from dance. If I had no practice of expressing myself through dance, then I don't think I would have been a good actor in any way. So yeah, dance, I think even for singers, if you ask, they'll say the same thing. Carnatic music would be the foundation to their music. So like that, dance was a big foundation for me in acting.
Tell about your future projects, both in dance and movies. I mean, can you share something about the Tamil movie it's going to release?
Yeah. So the Tamil movie is a remake of so in COVID time, this movie was pretty famous in Telugu. It's called Ashokavanamlo Arjuna Kalyanam, and it's a remake of that movie in Tamil. And it is with Vikram Prabhu sir, and the director's name is Shanmugapriyan. And we have, I think my co-actor is also a Malayali. Her name is Meenakshi Dinesh. So it's set to release, I think, probably March, Aprilish. We are still fixing a date for it. And that was a pretty fun film to work in. And about my future projects, currently, after this movie, we are working on a period drama in Hindi. In Hindi. So there's this director. He's a Gujarati director. His name is Hardik Gajar, and I think you must have seen Har Har Mahadev and all that. These TV shows were pretty famous, and he is trying to do a period drama in Hindi on the life of Lord Krishna.
It's importance to dance in
dance,
that.
Dance is there. Dance is there, and I'm playing Radha in that movie. So I'm quite excited about that as well.
I think Mammootty is the only senior actor. I mean, all other heroes were comparatively new or less experienced, no?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Mammootty was like the biggest ever.
Do you have any dream as a dancer? I mean,
to explore other dance forms?
Yeah, other dance form you would like to do choreography or something, or do you have any dream in your being a dancer, not just an actor?
Being a dancer, something that I might take up after a long time is probably teach dancing. I like teaching anything, so dance would be something that I would love to teach. And with respect to changing the dance forms, I don't know, I have not explored any other dance forms, and even if I try to do that, it comes somewhat like classical only and it doesn't look good. So I don't like seeing myself dancing very badly. But yeah, given the right training and given a requirement into something like that, I would love to explore contemporary or some sort of fusion dance. I would love to explore.
Okay, it's very nice talking to you, Sushmitha, and we are very passionate about all little things you do. So wishing all the best in movies, dance, and all other things you like and love to explore.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.